Welcome back to another Joytoy review. In this review, we're going to be taking a look at the 1/18 scale Battle for the Stars Skeleton Forces Grim Reaper's Vengeance Type A. This is the packaging that it comes in. The entire box comes in a plastic wrap, so we'll go ahead and remove that now. Before we get started looking at the packaging, I just want to go ahead and let you know where I got this from. Starting to have problems and with Locker Toys, so they send stuff in a plastic bag. So I made a large order for the new stuff, and I usually get it in a box, no problem. But now they wrapped it in plastic wrap, and half of my boxes are smashed. So we give credit when credit's due. So Locker Toys, thanks for smashing my stuff. We really appreciate it. So with that being said, here's the packaging. I'm real upset about the packaging because I do enjoy the artwork. I do keep my boxes, even though I remove them from the packaging, because I do enjoy the artwork, and I do enjoy the black and yellow box. I think they look great. I kind of do retain them just in case I ever want them for future whatever. But the front of it has this really nice artwork of the figure with this new, maybe like a plasma or energy weapon. It's a nice electricity going around him. We have the Joytoy and Battle for the Stars logo here on the top right. Skeleton Forces Grim Reaper's Vengeance Type A down here in white. 1/18 scale here at the bottom. Top is Joytoy. Bottom is Battle for the Stars. Both sides are Skeleton Forces Grim Reaper's Vengeance A. The back of the packaging, we have Skeleton Forces at the top. We have the Joytoy and Battle for the Stars logo there. Here's another look at the smashed box. And here we have some product information, company information, and we have this QR code down there like a gold, and here's a Joytoy logo, if you can see that or not. Down here we have some information from Joytoy, so you guys want to pause and read that at your own leisure. Here at the bottom we do have the warnings. This is not for children under the age of 3. This product is not a toy, adult collectible, even though it's smashed. Recommended for ages 17 and up. Here is UPC, if that helps you at all. So, on the front of the box, inside we have a window box. We have Velcro here, and then here and here. Nice artwork of the character here. And then we have the window box displaying the figure and his accessories. So let's take a look at this character. Let's see what we got. Hopefully nothing's broken, which I don't think there is, but we shall see. Before we get started, here's a look at the product insert. Skeleton Forces Grim Reaper's Vengeance Type A. So we unfold it. Here we have accessories. And here's a picture of the character all geared up and all the accessories laid out in front of him. On this side we have precautions. I recommend you read those, and disassemble example if you need to disassemble your figure for any reason, like maybe repairs or customization, so you don't break joints. There's that. Put that to the side. See what we got. Okay, here he is. Wow, my first impression, he's a lot of gunmetal going on. Really breaks up the black from what we're used to seeing from the first 4 Grim Reapers. For example, here is Selena. So she's part of that same team. I'm big on uniformity. I'm not sure how this is. What I think about it right this time. Maybe when I take a look at them all together, or do a video and see what happens. But that's just for comparison purposes. So this figure uses the 10th Legion Flying Cavalry. That's a tongue twister. Upper body of the heavier characters. It doesn't have the lower leg exoskeleton, but it's done in that really nice gunmetal. I do like the color. But he has a lot going on there in articulation, and a lot to see. A lot of sculpt work, a lot of moving parts. It's really cool. I'll do the best I can and go over that. He does have a lighter flat black I would say like, you know, pants and shirt, and then his next layer of like his armor is a dark, like maybe even getting to be glossy black here on his chest, his shoulders, his upper arms, and then his thigh pads. Then you have the flat black here at the bottom. We do have this gunmetal knee pads, the Grim Reaper logo, the 2 skulls and sword. The 5th, number 5 on his thigh there. Looks really good. He has that red scarf. So, you know, that's first impressions. Overall, we have some red here, red wires on the back. Peg hole right there for the jetpack. So it's going to take a look. See if we can get a close-up of the actual head sculpt. If you can get the focus. So this is, he has a brown hair, brown beard and mustache. Kind of faceless expression, just a standard water slide decal eyes, standard mouth. This definitely has a unique haircut. Buzz around the sides, underneath the top hair that folds down over. Beard. Notice the beard and the hair is almost 2 different browns. A lot of detail going on there. So look at the back of the backpack real quick. The red wires there. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at the articulation, the figure, and maybe some other features. So his head is on a ball joint. It will rotate 360. It has a red scarf on there, which is going to hinder the ability for your side to side and up and down. So if that's important for you, you have to remove the red scarf, and you will get a better articulated figure. So let's start here, right up in here. So there's articulation right here. As you can see, those do pop off because you can remove that exoskeleton if you don't want it. There's articulation right there. There's articulation here, 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 here. Of course, here and here. There's articulation here and here. There's articulation here and here. Again, here and here. Here, 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 and here. So you can see there is a lot of moving parts there. So I'll try to manipulate a few just to show you. A lot of moving parts. So they try to do their very best so you can, utilize the figure's joints and it can complement the, the exoskeleton. Now, obviously, the shoulders on a ball joint, they do rotate 360 if you remove the exoskeleton. But for now, as is, you're going to get up to the arms, hit this bar for that way. For this way, we have, I'm not going to force my figures because these are expensive figures, and I'm getting lots of resistance there, so I'm going to stop for the outward motion up. Do have to work with this piece to get him to bend his elbows. So he does have bendable elbows. Also, elbows rotate 360 at the elbow. You can get a 90-degree bend with the exosuit on. It's really good. The hand seems to be the overall new joint, so the overall just around the ball on both hands, I believe. Yes, and they rotate 360. Looks pretty good. So for his chest articulation under here, you can get a bit covered up of his vest, which is removable. For his waist, he has a side to side. He doesn't have crunch. Pretty good. Back to standard. And of course the 360, if you want that, it's just kind of tight because of all the parts on him right now, but you could get it without the accessories attached. Does have this nice belt. His black belt. He has some great pouches. 1, 2, 3 there, one there. There is that might be the front on the wrong side because I just seen the here is the latch for the belt. This is probably the front piece. It looks smaller, and I'll have to see if I can spin that later on. It's really stuck on there, so I'll leave it as is for now. So I'll pick that up a little bit. Let's see if we can get some he does sit, not too bad, because he does not have those exoskeleton parts here on his legs. And just pop my leg off. And back on, no problem. So it gets about that much of the split. That much that way. Okay, he has thigh rotation, double jointed knees, which is fantastic. For his feet, they pivot down, pivot up, and of course, I think you can get a 360 rotation. You get a little side to side, not much, but it's there. He does have the newest style pistol holsters. It is the softer plastic, which is great. A very nice looking figure. Very cool. So let's take a 360 look, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at his accessories. A lot going on, not to see, so I'll try to give you guys some really good angles of these figures. So if there's something you want to see more, you can pause it and review it that way. It's the side, the back, here's the other side, different angle. It's the top. Here's the bottom of his feet, which they do have like soles. There's 2 peg holes. Looks really good. Before we move on with his accessories, I'm going to bring I think this is type C, I believe. I forgot to do like the spread legs part for him on his review. So I'll give you kind of an update. And they don't do a whole lot. But that's pretty much what you get there. Just wanted to bring that up if you guys are interested. I need to take a second. So his first weapon, we have this new weapon from Joytoy. This is some kind of energy based weapon. It's kind of weird feeling, because if you normally want to go with this being at the top, well, that's not really the case here, because you notice the handle on the back, it's kind of like slanted to the side with that to the top. So I'm guessing that's your center right there, and this should be more at the side, this handle, and you have a handle here. We have a black piece here. We have this is black, this is a black, and the rest of this is like a gunmetal. We have a lot of sculpt work in this. I guess we'll call it the muzzle, or it is drilled out in the front, which is really nice. I don't think there's a projectile or anything. It's just a sculpt, which is great. On this side we have some red and some black. It's very cool. Definitely interesting. I mean, that's a very large opening, so whatever type weapon they're going for here, this is going to be a pretty devastating weapon. So the other gun he has is this one. There isn't really much to see. This is a black molded flat plastic, which is kind of surprising there isn't some kind of other color we're used to seeing from Joytoy. Trying to see if you guys can see that pretty good. It's pretty just black. I really wish I stopped doing this. There's little bars to connect the grip and the stock. Could use a break from that. Here we have his jetpack, or glider. So we have gunmetal wings. I love the color. We have the red, some yellow here on top. We have a, nope, that's not, I thought there was a World Slide decal, but no, it's more yellow paint. Black vent, some silver hoses, silver points. The inside is not painted, so that's a missed opportunity for Joytoy for more detailing. But it doesn't look bad. There's some black up here at the top. It's the other side, just a red and gunmetal. These wings are also just a repaint from the 10th Legion Flying Cavalry. These wings are stationary, do not move, collapse, or no articulation whatsoever. But still looks really cool for what it is. Okay, so let's take a look at that helmet. Here we have the same helmet from the first 4 of the Grim Reapers. We have the red eyes. It's pretty cool. Same sculpted work on the helmet. A lot of going on, a lot of little attachments, and that's been sculpted into the helmet. We have the red skull phase. It's pretty cool. And these are a over the head fit, which is great. So there's no replacement head. Let's see how well they fit. This is super hard. This isn't like the other one. I feel like I'm smashing his nose and his face into it. It is really tight, and it is a harder plastic than I'm used to seeing with these type of Grim Reapers. That's what it looks like. I'm going to check out that other helmet and see if that was a harder plastic too, real quick, while we're looking at it. Yeah, it's a harder too. It's the same type of material. Yeah, here's Selena's, and you can see very soft. I can't even get that to that's solid. Really solid. There's definitely oh, the red's different too. So yeah, the unison's gone out the window also with these characters, if that matters to you. Like I said, I do favor unison for teams, but they've definitely changed a lot for these 3 from the last 4 that we received previously. So up in the corner, we have a little plastic bag. It's got some gear in it. Let's see what we got. We're going to get this out. So first up in the baggie, we have a bladed weapon, maybe a type of machete, black handle. Okay, almost a gunmetal type blade, very nicely sculpted. A lot going on there. Looks really good. Then we have a pistol. This is definitely same pistols we're used to seeing, but they look really cool with the gunmetal paint and black across the top and the actual grip. Looks really cool. Silver Katiza on the front. And then we get a couple hands. We get 2 fisted hands. And then we get 2 gripping non-trigger finger hands. So that works out. So let's go ahead and take a look at him holding some of his accessories. Okay, here is with his pistol. Fits. There's something odd about these hands for some reason. The pistol, it doesn't seat as good as I would like. It's been very difficult getting that trigger finger into that hole on the trigger. See how well it fits in his pistol holster. Okay, there he is with his pistol in his holster. Fits perfectly. The soft plastic works a lot better than the very first versions of these. Fortunately, I don't see anywhere on the his person you can put his large knife, so that's unfortunate. And here's his bladed weapon. Looks pretty good. Pretty menacing. I'm not sure if you could tuck that somewhere on a figure, but there's no holsters or nothing for it. No clips or... So unless we had those carabiners with little holes, you just hang stuff on him. But unfortunately not with this character. Here's what this jetpack looks like on the back of the exoskeleton. Just pegs in on a peg and hole. Looks really, really good. Love the colors for overall aesthetics. From the front. Okay, coming in hot. The energy-based weapon. It's very, very cool. But that handle being on to the side, it really makes it easy for this figure to hold it with both hands. Here's the back grip, side grip, and overall looks fantastic. Flying around, ready to do some damage. Definitely could take out some vehicles with that weapon. Here's his other gun. I must say that that hand that comes on the figure, that thumb is a pain for this weapon. It's definitely very difficult to get him to hold it. Very cool. Alright, well, there's all three of them. There's comparison with Selena. We'll definitely be taking a look at comparison as a group here shortly, sometime in a video. So for price for this character, you're probably looking from China to the United States. I don't know about any other country, but you know, around $26 to $35. Of course, you can pay more or less, however, but that's the average from what I've seen for the information that I have. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, please consider subscribing. Please like and share the video. Comment down below. I highly recommend the figure. It is very cool. For the pros, it got amazing new parts. I love the coloring, the aesthetics. But on the cons, the different coloring in the mask and the difference in the overall aesthetic, the matching the previous four characters is kind of like a bump in the air with. So it's not really a con. It's just my personal preference. So, but I highly recommend it. If you do like these Grim Reapers, these are very cool. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in our next review.